Hi everyone, and welcome in. Before we get into this heartbreaking update, please subscribe and like. I was not even going to put this update out on Gannon Stauch and the Pressy and the mom, but I decided I had to. So, as we all know, in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office says an arrest has been made in the disappearance of Gannon Stauch. And we know the story with him, the 11-year-old boy originally reported as a runaway on January 27th, still hasn't been found. This is sad all around. Today was a very sad, humbling day. The sheriff's office confirmed that Stauch's stepmother, Letecia Stauch, was arrested in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in connection with the case. And I know I'm a little behind, but I'm still going to get this video out. I did find a couple interesting things, which we know. So we have Letecia Stauch, aka Letecia Lynn Harden, and her sister was also arrested, Locklear Antoinette. So Antoinette Locklear, she's 35. She was arrested in Horry County, South Carolina on Sunday, March 1st, 2020, and she was charged with domestic violence in the third degree. So, it's just, very interesting. Another thing that I found out after doing a little Inspector Gadget inspecting was her mother also, they all seem to be from Lumberton, North Carolina. And Letecia Stauch's last known address is actually a P.O. box in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, with the zip code 29579. And her prior address to the post office box where she was arrested was the 6627 Mandan Drive, Colorado Springs, where Gannon was last seen. This whole thing is absolutely heartbreaking. I don't know who saw her appear in front of the judge on camera yesterday, but I found that very interesting. Her body language, she almost looked like she was going to wake up and walk out of jail from this dream, like the whole extradition thing. It's like, what, Letecia Stauch? You've been a very naughty girl, and you are going to jail for life. Where is Gannon? Letecia faces charges of first-degree murder, child abuse resulting in death, tampering with a deceased human body, and tampering with evidence. Like, what in the entire F was this woman thinking, doing? After hearing the Pressy, I started to think, did she end up, hitting him so hard that she accidentally killed him? With that child abuse charge, there is just so much in my mind. I'm not even sure I want to know what this heinous crime was. I know this case has definitely hurt my heart. Watching Gannon's mom in the Pressy broke me. I give her hugs and love for her words that were so sad but so beautiful. I guess now we wait for Letecia to make her way back to Colorado, and I'll definitely stay on top of any new news with the Gannon Stauch case. Now, I am not a religious person, people, but I believe in a higher power, and I remember a prayer that was said at the funeral of a good friend's son. And I wanted to share this for Gannon's family. I'm sure they're not listening, but friends and all of us who have followed and prayed he would be found, and I still pray he's going to be found. but not this way. I thought I was praying for a miracle. And with that, dear Lord, I pray for the Stauch family who have lost their son, Gannon. I ask that you would fill them with a deep sense of your peace and grace. I ask that you would surround them with your love and hope. Give them the strength to carry on, to know that they still have a purpose on this earth. Lord, I am asking you that each day they would grow stronger in the knowledge of you and how great you truly are. Lord, on their darkest days, be their light. On their loneliest days, be their friend. On their saddest days, be their joy. Grant them with hope to be strengthened, with power to continue on. I pray that they would be firmly established in the knowledge of you. I pray that they may be able to comprehend the depth of your love for them. Let that unfathomable love carry them through their darkest days. I pray that the families would be filled with pleasant and joyful memories of Gannon. May each day bring a brighter hope of the future, and may they grow closer to you through this experience. Let's not their hearts turn bitter, angry, or disillusioned. May they once again begin to trust. Bring them to the divine comfort and assurance that can only come through your love. Let's pray that Gannon is found and some peace. Rest in heaven, Gannon Stauch. You will definitely be remembered by me. With that, everyone, it's a wrap. This has made me very, very sad. But I do wish that everyone has a great night, and thank you for coming in. And that's it for this one, guys. Stay vigilant. I am out.
Okay, I don't know how much you know about the extradition proceeding. Do you know anything about extradition? Well, you're going to learn. This morning, you have a decision to make. You can either waive extradition, and the state of Colorado has 20 days to come get you, which, to be quite honest about it, under the facts of this particular situation, I have a feeling it'd be much shorter than that. But anyway, you have they'll have 20 days to come get you, or you can fight extradition. Fighting extradition means that, and this is a guesstimate on my part, that it would be about maybe 90 days from now, the Attorney General from the state of South Carolina would hold a extradition hearing where he has to prove two things: that you are Miss Stauch, Miss Stauch, and that you are wanted for a felony in the state of Colorado. It's not a very high bar for them to jump over, but that is the standard in a extradition hearing. So my question to you is: do you want to waive extradition, or do you want to fight extradition?
So when you said something about fighting it, I have to do what now?
Well, you don't have to do anything. You just have to sit until the hearing comes up. But otherwise, the state of Colorado has, if you waive extradition, they have 20 days to come get you. I would be surprised if they weren't already in the air, but that's just me. I have no factual basis for that, but I've just...
They were here yesterday. That's who actually came.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
what you want to do, young lady? You want to waive extradition, or you want to fight?
So there's a hearing here. What does that mean? They decide and determine what? If the hearing is here, what does that decide?
It just decides whether you go back to Colorado or not.
Well, I've still never been given the opportunity, like, since the beginning, to even call my attorneys and even talk to him about any of these things.
Well, where's your attorney?
I need to call my friend Laura, who has the attorney, but I was told yesterday that someone was going to do that, but they never did.
Okay.
I've asked since yesterday that I call an attorney.
Well, It doesn't matter either way to me, because I'm just asking the question. I don't care what the answers are. If you waive extradition, I will sign the extradition order, and they'll bring it back there for you to consent to. If you fight extradition, then they'll just have an extradition hearing sometime in the future. And the problem with fighting extradition is that the time you spend sitting waiting for the extradition hearing is always considered to be your time, not Colorado or whatever the requesting state's time is. So you don't get any credit. It's like, I won't say wasting your time, but and there are very few, this isn't legal advice, but I'll tell you, there's very few defenses to extradition. But it's your choice.
Oh, so you're saying it's not like a guarantee, it's just a hearing?
It's just a hearing where they have to prove you are who you are and that you're wanted for a felony. Those are the two things they have to prove in an extradition hearing. That's all. So, I mean, if you are who you are and you're wanted for a felony in Colorado, it won't do much good fighting an extradition hearing.
Oh, you're saying they have to prove that. I see what you're saying. I understand now.
Yes.
So you
Okay, what you want to do, young lady?
so Colorado.
Okay, well, I'll sign the extradition order, and they'll bring it back for you to consent to. Now, of course, it wouldn't have mattered if you waived or not waived. When somebody's somebody is a fugitive from one state, I don't let them be a fugitive from two states. So it's not like if you answered either way, it would make any difference as far as the hearing today goes, because I'm not going to set bond. Of course, with the charges that are involved, I couldn't set bond anyway, I don't think. Anyway,
yeah, I didn't run from you guys, so I don't have any trouble with you guys. So I didn't even know anything until yesterday. So the date on that paper you have is wrong.
well, let me tell you something else, and I didn't go into all this. But now that we've decided what we're going to do in this particular hearing, because of the charges you're charged with as far as today's concerned, I don't believe I'd say too much more. Okay? All right. They'll bring the order back to you to sign in a moment. All right. Consent to. Okay?
Okay.
All righty.
I don't know who's this who's. Like I said,